and start using your roller, which of course comes 3, 6 inch and 9 inch, and then you might keep that roller going like 4 hours. Because each time you get your new mix. You don't put any new mix into your old mix because it'll go lumpy. So you've got to mix with a new bucket. You might have 4 buckets on the go, and just one person doing that. And as he runs out of stuff, give him some more stuff and he carries on with the roller. Because that obviously costs money. So I'm going to use my consolidating roller on here. Now, if I go at this really aggressive, on the top, as the bubbles come to the top. So what we don't want is air bubbles. Because the air bubbles, if we've got air bubbles in it, what will happen is the sun will get on it and then the air in there expands and it messes with it. And then with this is where we try to do the corners.
Starting to take the corners a bit better now. It's so good.
Faster quite bad. Time consuming.
You can see on this corner here, it's trying to pull away. And this one's doing the same. So you can see how it's pulled away. And so you've got to try and tease it that way, because it'll want to go straight. And this is where you get to play with it rather than on a roof. I mean, ideally, if you might get these joints and you filled them with, say, body filler, you might not even need to do that.
Yeah.
I've filled quite a lot of these corners with body filler. It's the same stuff. Now, because this is training,
Educate you.
Yeah, 100%. You learn something different every day.
He knows where
I just like his technique. You need to hurry up, Gov. That glue's going to get hard.
We're gonna have to pray for it to
We've
get
all
more.
done that before, ain't you? Millions of times. Eh? Put the too much hardener in there and it goes off 10 times quicker.
Oh, I had one. It was that hot
Yeah.
that I had to keep it in the bucket with a thing over it. So as the sun couldn't get to the bucket while I was putting it down, and I'm making 5 kilos at a time,
Yeah.
and it was going off that quick.
Yeah, we done a job a few years ago. And, fucking weather changed and it got hot, and then all of a sudden it was just like blobs of
yeah.
it. You can't do nothing.
In the morning, you mix it one way. In the afternoon, you forget that it's warmed up, yeah. So I'm just saturating this with resin. I'll forget that for a minute because I'll leave it to soak and saturate. So because this is training, carry on when I was before, we're now going to put the main sheet on. So normally this would be left to dry 40 minutes or so, hour, lunch, whatever, depending on the conditions. And then you would sand it, and then you'd put your top coat on. Well, somebody wants to go early. So what we do.
We'd leave that for the weekend, wouldn't we? Come back on Monday.
I'm ready to stay. So, yeah.
So that's going to go over everything. It's just going to go nicely to the edge. It's going to go up towards the roof a bit. I've cut that corner so it sits on there. I've cut that so it sits on there. Now if this
you were
was...
prepared for that, weren't you?
Hey?
You were prepared for that, weren't you?
Oh, that's the only bit I got right today so far.
One you done earlier.
So if this goes up the roof, up that piece slightly, and you've got a trim all the way down to both sides. Yeah, throw that. Like a swimming pool. You can get it 2 inches deep, quite happy. And what I did do was I put a coat of resin on the front, on these sides. Two reasons for doing that. One of them is these trims were made a long time ago, 3, 6 months, a year.
Yeah, so colours changing them, don't they? They fade
Well,
out, don't they?
They're going to relax. What's going to happen is that you've got your reinforcement down, then you've put down your main mat, and then you put down the top coat, and because they're all fresh chemicals, they've all bonded together to make one thing. The trims were made months ago.
Yeah.
So the first thing is that the resin sticks better than the top coat, because the top coat is made of resin and colour and waxes, so it just sticks better.
I planted a builder, he used, I put orange pipe on the underground pipes.
Yeah.
You leave them outside for a long time, another colour goes, yeah?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
They don't like it. I made him rip it all out.
Hmm.
Building control. It loses the colour. You leave them out in the yard for so long.
What, the trim?
No, a geezer down in Kent, he done a couple of properties and he used old...
Brings it to the surface. Now, in an ideal world, when this settles down, we won't see any fibres, as in there won't be any on the surface, because there'll be enough resin to completely cover all of the fibres. Now, if you're gentle with these, you need to listen to this. When you keep that inner bark clean, you just put a bit of acetone on them and you can carry on using them. So you need to take it home.
So it doesn't go hard on the inside.
Hey?
So it doesn't go hard on the inside.
Lads, you can say what you want. They go rock hard. You know they do.
No, if you're careful.
You come back in the
have to clean it
morning.
instantly,
Yeah, it's got to be there, done and then. And it's just too much time consuming for the sake
For
of a
how
couple
much
of
they
quid.
cost,
Yeah.
We used to clean them, trade.
I used to, but then I know what
And
got to a
then-
point where I knew it was impossible.
We'd have a bucket of bloody
more
5
important.
litres of acetone. And then health and safety dudes in the office, Stuart's brother, went, you can't have acetone, blah, 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 blah. I said, we've got to take acetone because people need to clean their hands. So they allowed us to do that. So we,
Come on,
we got,
brother.
Is that David?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's from China.
Health and safety king, wasn't
Oh, hell, David, I'd have you doing health and safety all day. Look, I absolutely loved it. I mean, I took a diploma in health and safety, but I'm not doing it.
he?
David.
I emailed him 5 years ago and he didn't reply. What's up, though?
You know what you say?
Because of the van day.
Bunch of crackheads.
That car, he's gone to work. He's like a, not BT, something, and takes his van out.
Golf.
Yeah, golf park there. So when I looked on internet to see how I could park here, and I'm seeing you've got a forklift and what have you, thought there's a BMW there. I think that was his car. Because he puts his van there at night, and then and he puts his car over there, and then in daytime he puts his car there to keep his parking space.
Yeah.
Because premium parking spaces around here? Just a bit.
Just a bit, yeah.
How much? 27 quid?
a day. I think.
Really?
27 quid a day he's paying at a
It's
hotel.
South London, man. Ain't fucking Newcastle, man.
That's
See
why,
how
that's
much it is
why
by
I'm
me?
here. That's why I'm
Quid.
there.
On a path across the road, what, 30 quid, 31 quid?
I slept
Where,
in van
where
last
I'm
night.
from, it's £1 an hour.
I know.
Uncle is not hard.
아니 이게 길라타는
길라다 벌써 엊그제 뭐야?
What a night of a
You take the truck next week?
Yeah, it's ready.
Next week, come next week.
What new one?
I'll come next week.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go straight and get the sink and all that done at the front. You tell me a day, or you just come and drop it off?
Oh, I'll speak to him.
Did you pay the money?
Yeah, yeah.
Huh? I got to I had to go to Bristol yesterday, and I left. It was pretty late. Got to Bristol, and I had to dip the it's galvanised. So it's an hanger back. And
They're out there selling it.
Like a powdered colour. I don't know what type of colour they use, but it weren't. Yeah, we're in the bottom. That were horrible stuff. Yeah, when I did some stuff for fire certificates for this, and they have to be done to a certain this and a certain that and a certain other. The people that did this other one that I'm talking about, him and his brother tried to set fire to it in the garage at the weekend. Right then, so this is cured in the bucket, and it's cracked because it's got no glass fibre in it. It's just resin. It will crack. Right. So now that comes out as one,
well, no tough stuff don't come out like that.
and apart from that little bit at the edge,
What's the tough stuff like?
it won't come out like that. Not in that short space of time.
Takes longer to go.
so now your bucket's ready again. Now, so for the resin, for our resins, you can do that forever. Top coat, because it's got colour, waxes, blah 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 blah, you'll always end up with traces left behind because those bits don't cure with the stuff. So I'm going to mix a kilo less, half a kilo there. And the temperature, just in case it's warmed
14.
up,
Still fucking cold.
It is when you're standing in the back, yeah.
it still says it's 9. It probably still is, so we'll call it 10. So I'm going to put in 20 millilitres from this one. Now the problem with top coat being thicker, when you stir it, it has a bad habit of just skidding around the top. So you have to make sure you give it a really good stir. I normally start off in small circles, and then you've got to try and stop it just sitting on top and then landing on the wall of your bucket and actually not going into any of the stuff at all. So that one's a really good stir around, more so than you do with the resin. And then a new roller.
Yeah, it's on here.
There we go. 80 back.
One I prepared earlier.
And this is going to go on here. Now, once again, I'm not painting it on. I'm going to put it on with a reasonable bit of thickness. But if I were to paint it, can you see how we can see all the fibres? We don't want that. At the same time, we don't want to have it so thick that let's just go for. If I leave that to cure, that'll crack because there's no resin holding it together. Sorry, there's no fibres holding it together. And it needs to be thick enough to make sure you cover up so it doesn't look like you can see, so you can't see the fibres. Now it's going to be edges that I can't get to, so my glamorous assistant.
Glamorous. Smells like a nice deal.
Is it?
Deal.
And the paintbrush we
Brushes
can,
on there, have you?
yeah, they've all got a brush. We can use to get into the corners nice and neat, but also if you've got an awkward bit of corner to work on when you're putting the glass fibre down, you can use a paintbrush to do that, just to try and persuade it to go in where you want it to go. whilst this was getting soft, before it was fully hardened, I trimmed off the edges.
Oh, is it?
So I was just able to go over with a Stanley knife and fall straight off.
Smells lovely, doesn't it?
Oh, gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, bottle it.
You float now?
You ain't tight on the paint, is he, you man? So if I was a builder, now I'd be telling my boys, why you got fucking too much on there?
Yeah, in 2 years' time, you'll be dragging me out now. Why is it all cracked?
Yeah, put it on thick, you sell more.
Nice finish.
Tੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੁਣ ਦਾ ਮਾਰਬਲੀ ਫਲੋ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਲਿਕੁਇਡਲੀ Yeah.
That'll be that.
I've seen-
It's better than tough stuff. Is that what you just said?
Nah, I just said you could get marble floor in there like
Pardon
that.
me?
I'm thinking about doing it in my house.
Oh, what, like a resin base?
Sorry.
Resin and they mix it. Yeah, I'm thinking of
Yeah,
going
make
near the
it ready
post,
made.
yeah. Actually, I want to do it because I want to do my driveway too. So I don't want to pay nobody. to
Oh
do it.
yeah, I want to do mine. I don't want to pay anybody
Yeah, I
for
want to
that.
do my driveway. Definitely got to this year. I'm definitely doing my driveway. I don't care. I'm ripping them block pavings up, and I'm going to go on that coals and go and do the resin coals. I'm telling you, I ain't paying nobody to do it though.
I've got a ramp in front of my house and I want to do that.
I do like it though.
It's concrete.
But,
And concrete staying because it's saddle leather on
I
it.
see the boys yesterday. They come with a little mixer.
Yeah.
Fucking put all the pebbles in there, and they put the colour in there, and they were done. Was
Resin
good.
driveway, it looks nice.
Was good. But I'd like to see it crack as well. Some people told me if you don't make the base properly, it does crack.
Well, it's anything. If you don't prep
Oh,
it,
yeah,
if you don't
yeah.
prep it
I
right.
saw somebody was telling me they were doing this woman. She was having her drive done. It was done in yellow, so it looked like sand. And she said, "Oh, they're in tarmacking it today, and they'll be doing resin on top." I thought, oh, no, what? Fucking tarmac's waterproof, but they put a sub-base of tarmac on it,
Yeah.
which water will go through, and then resin on top. There's one on Internet SB projects. They're based around Nottingham, and they do a lot of that.
I've seen the best thing they do. You buy these. You can buy these sheets. They're like hexagon things.
Yeah, we do the sheet.
You do the
We
sheets,
do
yeah.
the tiles, yeah.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
flush
yeah.
tile, and they can put resin in it. Do that.
You what?
Just there. No, it's bothering me, that is. That's it.
Right,
My OCD was kicking in then.
they want
There's a
to
bit down here on the side, the rest is all big drip.
give them your.
Bucket, get your bucket.
Now get your knife. Trust me. Health and safety.
Yeah, you go to some people on some sites. No, knife? What's a knife? I bought one of them, some special pen with
Yeah, come on, finish it. Let's go.
pencil with extra leads and stuff like that. My neighbour has to have one, and it's got the smallest pencil shot you've ever seen. And I said, look, what can you have that? He said, not even like that.
Do your wrist with that guy.
Give me that.
Not allowed a pencil sharpener at work.
It's chopped out.
You what?
What are you doing with the bin when it's just been chopped out?
Put that in there.
I'm just thinking for everybody you're going to need something. Because there's a big round one there, but can we use that?
Oh no, I take it all back.
Oh, okay.
I take all crap back. Yeah. You what?
We just took all the chicken there.
हो गया होगा hard.
Oh yeah.
Football. Edinburgh.
निकल गया? नहीं निकला. ले. चलो भैया करती है.
यार गरम देखो गर्मी का ना पूछ
घर में है.
गरम है बस
Right, just hang on. Are we all sanded down and stuff? Because if I give me 2 minutes.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਖਾਦਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਖਾਦਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਖਾਦਾ
I've still got resin.
ਬਸ